And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here.
First down.
For the first time with Johnson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for Raheem Mostert. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And across the chalk in the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 75 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well, Raheem Mostert, we know the story, from special teamer to postseason hero. All he needs is a little bit of space, CD, and he can do the rest.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Four receivers now in the formation. Three to the left, one to the right on 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Now Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and goal, And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be over.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. Kittle catching the slant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him to 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches.
From the gun, a run with Mostert, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Coleman. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Mostert, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Buying time to, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers have retaken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. About Timeout set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Ryan. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. First down, Ryan. Flush to his right. Looking downfield for Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
What you doing, dog? What are you doing?
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
a leader, right?
To make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
He'll try and run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Mostert. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
You certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Kaepernick now on first down. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On second down, Mostert.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Steps away to his left. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5.
Here's Mostert.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This will be incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun. Ryan over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the gun, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw again is Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
5-yard line.
A good pickup there, a 22. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Falcons get a bit closer. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
What are you getting paid for?
Youngway Koo to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now Austin. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Ryan. Screenplay. Johnson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and a yard. At the 11-yard line.
Throwing again. Ryan. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Ryan will throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And the final number, pretty impressive, courtesy of Next Gen Stats, 21.4 miles per hour.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And across the track into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
This one caught by Ridley. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 40 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And looking at it from the perspective